Yeah! Mic check. Hands up! We came to the party!
You rockin' with the party starters.
Hey, yo, what up?
Right here with Blue Diamond, J5, and DJ Scenario. Here we go.
Welcome to the Party Starter Podcast. I'm your host, DJ Scenario.
I'm DJ J5.
And it's your wifey's favorite DJ, Blue Diamond, baby.
You know how it goes down. We got a special guest in the building.
Very special guest.
Journey, Montana.
Hey, how you feeling today?
Well, thank you for joining the party, first of all.
Yes.
Yeah, thank you for having me.
All right.
I'm feeling great. Happy to be alive.
I like this pink getup.
Thank you.
How long you had this the little, I'm going to call it the skunk look.
Oh,
Is it safe to call it that? I don't know.
Yeah.
Stripe.
I like it's the skunk stripe, but I like skunk look better because it's like a look, you know? Like
It
it's
is
like
a look.
Giving vibes.
Why pink?
Well, I wanted to do something. At first, I wanted to dye like my whole head pink. Well, and then I wanted to do a skunk stripe, but it was like only a blonde skunk stripe was the only thing that people were doing. And I was like, I don't want to do that.
That's
like
boring.
everybody's doing that. And then I was like, okay, I'm going to dye my whole head pink, but let me like test it out first. So I like did just a piece. And then like I like did a TikTok video with it, and it like went ridiculously viral. And then somebody was like, this was the best choice you ever made. And I was like, oh, okay.
Thanks, I'm going to keep it.
Yeah, I was like, I'll keep it then.
Vibe.
We like that. Hold on. So, okay, a question that I always ask my female guests and most guests, what is your sign?
I'm a Scorpio.
Oh, so your birthday just passed?
Yeah.
What'd you do for your birthday?
I had a party. A birthday party at, what was it called?
Oh, you better remember.
Was it a crazy one?
At SNS bar.
Okay, nice.
Yeah.
Okay, so
That's in New York.
Did it get lit?
Yeah, it was lit.
Was it
lit.
one of the craziest like parties you ever been a part of?
It was a little wild. Like at one point, I was walking around with the bottle. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Walking around with the bottle.
Was you like, here, take a shot? Oh,
Everybody.
here,
I gave
take a
somebody's
shot.
I
mama.
don't need a cup. Give me the bottle.
A couple mothers, a couple grandmothers. I don't know what they was doing there, but they was getting lit. They was riding, driving the boat. You know.
Where was that?
So you're a singer, actress.
Yes.
How long have you been acting for, and how long have you been singing for?
I've been singing since before I could talk, really. There's like this story that my mom has with when I was in the grocery store in LA when I was a baby, and I was screaming to the top of my lungs, and Mariah Carey's vocal coach came up to my mom and was like, oh my gosh, your baby is crying in perfect pitch. Like,
Crying in perfect pitch.
What?
How you crying
Yeah,
in perfect
like, wait,
pitch?
what?
yeah. And then my dad was also a singer, so it was kind of like she's probably gonna sing. And then it was just always kind of just ingrained. And then my mom has been in the music industry, so I don't know. I just forever
Your stars were
singing.
aligned.
Yeah.
Kinda,
Yeah, and then
Are you from LA?
No, I'm from New York. I'm from Harlem.
Oh, are you?
Oh, nice,
Yeah.
I
nice.
heard you.
Yeah. And then I've been acting. I got my first agent when I was like 9.
So what did you, when you could make the decision for yourself, what was it first that you wanted to do? You wanted to sing? You wanted to do acting?
Definitely sing. Before that, I probably would have said spy. I wanted to be a spy, but
Hold on, what kind of spy?
Like, what the hell you
007,
want to be a
right?
spy?
you know, it was Colombiana. Do you remember that movie?
Yes.
Yeah.
That was my movie. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm gonna be her. Like,
Zoe Saldana.
Yes.
She was okay.
My
cool.
queen.
Yeah, that
Like,
movie was
I
dope,
love her.
especially
Yeah, me
for
too, I
like
love her.
women.
she ate, and then
Trying
like
to give her a little bit.
oh my gosh, that's the best compliment. I'm so flattered. You're gonna make me blush. But so spy at first, but singing definitely was always my first thought and my first passion.
So All American, how did you land that?
Well, I got a new agent like 2-3 years ago now, and we were just auditioning, and it was like I was up for a movie role, but I needed to book something else.
Before you get into that, right? I want to ask a question because we got a lot of fans that listen and pay attention, right?
Okay.
You said we got a new agent, right?
Yes.
Well, how does that go from like you're just fired to like
How many
I'm gonna go
agents
find
did you
something?
go through?
Well, I had an agent when I was younger, like I think from like 9 until like 11 or 12, 13ish, and then I moved to Atlanta, so that kind of just dissolved on its own. Not really like you're fired, but it just kind of like resolved itself. And then
because that's one way to put it. And then people were like, well, I kind of as an artist or an entertainer, I outgrew who was managing me before, or now I have to find somebody that could take me further.
Yeah.
So maybe in that case, I'm thinking, maybe that was you, but
yeah, there
you
were
just
like
moved.
Yeah, I just moved. And then it was like a time when I was in Atlanta where I was kind of doing like some independent auditions, like just through like knowing somebody that was a casting director, just like here and there. And then I got my new agent just through like my mom knowing somebody who knew somebody, and it was just like
Go mom.
a meeting. Yeah, go mom.
Is it important to have an agent? Like, do you think that's really like important?
I just think of it like this. So the way an agent works, they pitch you to anything, like movies, whatever, based off like demographic, and that takes a lot. Like, that's a lot of work. Like, I tried to do it by myself on like Actors Access before, and it's like a long process to like upload it and do the whole thing. So like when you have an agent, they're constantly just like
That's their
pitching
job.
you,
Just giving them trust.
Yeah,
That's
and
what they do.
Yeah, so like you could even get to a point where you're auditioning like 2-3 times a week because they're consistently like pitching you out to maybe like 50 things or like 100, or just like, you know, constantly pitching. So it just makes the process a lot easier.
Was this agent who pitched you to All Americans?
Yes.
Because that's a great show.
Yeah.
I watched every episode.
Really?
Yeah,
I
every
love
single
it.
episode.
Yay.
So that's what I was telling them. And then,
Okay.
you know, from it to have its own spinoff, you know, which is amazing.
Yeah,
I just want to say that
that had me confused.
that actually never
a lot
happens,
on
really.
set.
Like, you know,
Yeah,
like
it doesn't.
it hardly
It's
never happens. So
Seldom. She's actually super cool. I had a really great conversation with her on my last day. She's the sweetest.
Nice.
that's crazy.
So what do you think about like balancing the singing career and the acting career? You think it's gonna eventually come to a point where you're gonna have to choose one, or you're gonna still try to balance both?
I mean, I've kind of already chosen music, like just going into anything I do. So that's always going to be a priority. But this was a good trial run just because it was a little sporadic with like my episodes and stuff. So I had time to just like realize how time consuming it can be and how long it takes to shoot one episode. It takes like 2 weeks to just shoot one episode. So like now I just know that the next thing I book, it was just like, okay, I booked this. Let me just rack up on videos, rack up on content, rack up on stuff, because it's just like going to be a chunk of time where I can't really do anything outside of just act. Like, it kind of just like fills up your calendar. So like, it's just about time management. But I think because I just already kind of decided that one.
How would you compare Jen to who you are in real life?
Jen is really similar. I feel like that's part of the reason like why I booked it a lot, because I really relate to her. Not in the drug aspect, but you know, just feeling like she doesn't really need, like, having that independence and like not really wanting to depend on anybody, and you know, my way or the highway sometimes. And
That's very Scorpio.
yeah, I feel like no, literally. My first date, me and Samantha Logan, she plays Olivia. She's a Scorpio also. We were having this whole rant about how she thinks Olivia is a Scorpio and I think Jen is a Scorpio. We were like, oh my gosh, but I'm a Scorpio too. It was just like, we're Scorpios playing Scorpios, like, no doubt.
Yeah. That show really touches a lot of points of you know, addiction, depression, stuff like that too. So growing up, like, I lived in the suburbs and, you know, between the Bronx and Long Island, so it was like the suburbs and the hood. So I have friends that, you know, went through a lot of that. So touch base on that. As you're playing these characters, how deep emotional is that connection for you? You know, you said you feel like you can connect with her. That's why you took the role with your surroundings.
I don't know. I just feel like she is somebody who's been through a lot, and she's also a ballerina. So she has like that also career aspect that I kind of relate to, where she takes her craft serious more than anything, and that's part of the reason why she gets into drugs, is so that she could be her best, and, you know, pushing herself all the time, constantly. And I don't know, it just had like an appeal to me where like I could kind of express and tap into a side of me that I kind of just like don't really speak on and like keep to myself. That's like kind of the control freak and the perfectionist and the by any means possible I'm gonna get it done, you know. So I don't know. So.
How do you go about to prepare for the role?
Especially being a ballerina.
Yeah.
Did you have to learn how to
Dance
oh my gosh.
and do ballet?
It was so funny because in the audition they were like, I took ballet before. I have
Nice.
taken ballet, but they asked me like in the audition, like, can you do ballet? And I was like, yeah, like, sure. And then one of the days I had a dance scene, and that morning they were like, okay, so we're getting you in with the choreographer. Like, and I was like, okay, cool. Girl, it was real bad.
It was a mess. It was a mess.
It was one of those I wasn't ready kind of situations.
I lied in my resume. Sorry.
It was real bad. They was like trying to make me do like twirls and like, because it was like this one line in the script where it's like I do 3 like twirls back to back to back, and I was like, I did like ballet in the Bronx. I didn't do like
I did beginners ballet.
Right,
I wasn't like pro ballet.
Right.
Like,
I was Harlem shaking. What is
Okay.
that? I called my agent like they're paying for this, right?
But
These
have
twirls?
you gotten better at ballet because of the show?
Probably.
Okay.
The choreographer was not playing with me, but they ended up having to give me a stunt double.
Oh,
Hey, listen, ain't nothing wrong
At
with
least
keeping it
she's
real.
honest.
it looked
Right.
like me.
Everything ain't for everyone,
I'm gonna keep it a
right?
buck. I'm gonna keep it a buck. I was like, you got it. And I remember they didn't really explain to me what was going on, but like they had me in with the choreographer, and then they sent the directors to watch and like just to like check on how things were going. And then next thing I know, they sent in a stunt double to do it with me.
Yeah.
And
So
then
they're like,
I was
stand
like,
here, cut,
you
bring
know
her
what?
in.
Yeah.
Cut.
Send her in.
yeah.
Center in.
And so when we were because I was like rehearsal, and then when we were actually shooting, they were like, okay, Journey, get into your spot. And they didn't really tell me, like, and I was like, okay, I have to do this dance, like, in front of everybody. Like, okay, I'm ready. Like, I was practicing in my trailer, like, sweating. Like, I was freaking out. And then I get on there, and I'm, like, about to do the dance. And they're like, no, like, the stunt double's going to do it. Like, what are you doing?
And I was sign of relief. Like,
What is this
you don't
action
even
adventure
know.
movie? Like, what's going on? Like, I don't need this. I can do this.
I was like,
Yeah.
oh, my gosh. Because I was like hyping myself up. I was
Yeah.
sweating. Like, anxiety is not the word. And like when we're shooting, it's so many people watching. Like, and we were in an auditorium, so it was just people in the row, like in the seats. Like, everybody's just watching,
There's a
taking
whole
notes.
lot of pressure
like,
going over there.
It's like, oh yeah.
Do
it
you
was a
have?
lot.
We have a couple of girl rap artists that they said before they perform they do this. They
weird
fart,
rituals.
right?
Like, no, that was
Oh
one.
my god!
There's some
that
real
was,
things that happen with
what was
artists
those two
before they get
girls?
on stage and perform. Two just artists that we had, Girl Code. I don't know if you ever heard of Girl Code, but I hope
yeah.
you did because they're dope.
I think they're
Yeah.
from Harlem too. No, they're from Brooklyn.
Brooklyn. Girl Code said that
Part of their ritual
Before they get on stage, they start
they get
farting.
butterflies and they fart.
Oh.
so this is something that happens with
So
them.
in other words, you have a ritual.
Or something that
part
happens
of
to
your,
you
like-
that builds up before you
Do I
perform.
have a ritual?
Or does something happen in your body before you because you're doing this performance in front of so many people. Acting is performing, so
Yeah. Probably like I
you just take a deep breath or
I always pray. I know it's not farting, but I always like
No, it's
say
okay.
I
Praying and
always
farting, I
say
don't
a
think
prayer.
that goes good together. You know?
I always say a prayer, like whether it's like a show or like a scene or whatever. Like I say a prayer, and if I'm doing a show, I try to have a Red Bull on just to like get my energy on 10. And then like by the time I'm off the stage, the Red Bull's energy is just like done. Like I just burn it all.
that's like for us. We
Facts.
take a
Red
little
Bull
shot
cut the
before we
check.
start DJing. You
Yeah.
know, so her
Yeah.
Red Bull is her shot. I'm
Yeah.
cool with that.
Yeah.
All right, so the line.
Red Bull.
Red Bull, you heard?
So the line, I get even before I get mad.
On the song.
Because I felt that in my soul.
Ooh,
like
in
that
your
touched
soul.
me. I-
Did that
yes, you
come
know
from
what?
a personal
experience?
Oh, it definitely did. It wouldn't be right if it didn't.
Yeah.
But yeah, it definitely did.
The way you
And she
sang
emphasized
it, like, you
it,
meant
right.
that.
I said it
Yeah.
twice.
You meant
Right.
that.
I
Yeah.
said it twice.
I was
You
like,
didn't
oh,
hear it the
hold
first
on.
time.
I heard that loud and clear. I said, yo.
Nah, we were
hear
dead
that?
ass
She
here
just stopped
listening.
it. Stopped it.
And
I'm
she
not gonna-
stopped everything she was
stopped
doing.
everything we were doing in here.
Just to
Said,
listen
"Did
to
you
that
hear this
record
one
like,
part?"
yo.
I get even before I get
Touching
mad.
my
That
soul
part.
just now. I'm like, okay, you got it. You
Yeah.
can talk to her about it.
Yeah, that's very much my energy with anything.
Scorpio.
Yes, I was about to say, like, it's just my Scorpio energy. I don't feel better until you feel even just a little bit of how I felt. Like, I feel like with guys and girls, it's just weird because guys are a little more, like, sensitive when it comes to, like, if
If
a
you
girl,
cheat on
if you
them.
cheat on them, like, what you
Yeah.
do.
But if they
Yeah.
cheat on you, you
Yeah,
gotta
you
just
take-
hold it down.
Exactly.
You
Right.
stronger.
Like, no.
Yeah,
Why? Because I could birth a kid?
We're
Get
gonna let
outta
them
here.
talk about this part.
Like-
You stronger.
But yeah, so it's just like when I get cheated on, like the song was about when I got cheated on, and it was like I just entertained somebody enough where it just made his imagination kind of wander, and I felt like we were even, just like just.
But
to
okay,
that.
now let me ask you: did the guy that you cheated on, or the person you were actually in the relationship with, did he ever find out that you were entertaining somebody else, or you just did it for your own?
Oh no, he found out. I made sure he found
okay.
out. That's the whole point.
It was,
I mean,
Because
Are- are
I'm gonna
you
get
make
even, but
sure
you don't
let
have
her
to
know?
know.
was
No,
that
but I
toxic? Do
mean-
you consider that being toxic?
I mean, okay, so this is kind of how I move. If we're together and I'm feeling like you might be doing something, then I'm gonna do my own thing and I'm not gonna tell
Without
you
proof?
about it.
Exactly.
Did
No,
you
if
just
I-
might.
We have intuition.
No, you just said just might.
If
I'm with her.
I'm getting a vibe that
Yeah.
you're messing around,
With
I'm
no
gonna
proof, I just want to make sure you say this
Yeah.
clearly. With no proof, it's okay.
with some proof.
Okay.
With a couple red. If I got a few red flags,
Okay.
I'm gonna be like, oh, okay. Like when I get my first red flag, I'm gonna immediately like be like doing something over here, and I'm not gonna let you
Tell
know
you.
about
Yeah.
it. But I'll just do that. Once I find out, and it's like a thing, I'm gonna have you sick to your stomach. I promise.
I like her.
Man.
You know what I mean? Like you're gonna be sick
Well,
and throwing
fellas, get
up.
the
And he was.
Pepto-Bismol ready if
Yeah,
you're going
yeah.
to try
He
to date. No, I'm just
You
kidding.
will be sick out
And
here.
he was very sick.
As he should.
Yeah, I definitely, I could admit, guys don't handle that shit pretty good.
No,
Mm,
it's like I find out you cheated. I'm crying. Why are you crying?
Yeah.
I can have a moment.
Yeah.
Like, why are you crying?
That is
Like,
definitely Scorpio
Oh my
energy. I love it.
God.
I love it. No, but that line spoke to me. So what are you working on, an album? Are you working on an EP? What's
I'm working on my EP for the top of the year.
Is this your first EP or
It's my second.
second? Okay, okay.
Yeah.
How
seven
many songs?
Seven
Okay.
songs. Yeah. My last one was 7 songs, so I just keeping the trend.
Mm-hmm.
Actually, I think it might be 5. I don't know. We'll see. But yeah, I'm dropping Rich Girl next though. It drops in 2 days actually.
Okay,
Nice.
That's
perfect.
exciting.
Nice.
Yeah, just been working, really trying to like be intentional about this project. Yeah, because I feel like everything that I've been doing has been having so much intention, and I just want to like keep that going.
Is there any features on this project?
Yes, there is one.
Do you want to tell
allowed
us
to
about
say?
it?
Are you allowed to say
Well,
it
this
right
is
now?
probably going to
Before
air
it comes out,
a
or
little
I,
by
it's
next
okay.
week
It's
anyway.
okay. It's a secret for now.
Okay. It's a secret
You
for
just
now.
have to keep an eye out.
So I always ask like all the artists that come up or whoever we interview, like the top 5. I'm DJ J5. I'm top 5 in my city
Okay.
considerably. But
Don't quote
who
that.
is
Say it. You
your,
better speak that into existence, boy. I'm
who
top
is
5
your
in my
yeah? We
city.
speak it to existence. But who is your top 5 artists like that you listen to? It could be anybody,
I
any
listen
genre of
to.
music.
Okay. SZN.
Oof, I like that.
I love her, and she's dropping
Yeah.
the same day I'm dropping.
Friday,
actually.
right?
Nice.
Yeah, I'm
Yeah, she
excited.
comes Friday. Yep.
I'm gonna put her in rotation with Rich Girl. But SZA and Drake are definitely my top 2, my Scorpios.
They had a little thing going on too.
Really?
Yeah. they
Yeah.
did.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he rapped about it.
Yep. That was his
Oh
boo.
yeah.
That's his boo.
Drake
I
talks a
heard
lot.
Yeah.
He just be talking too
Does
much.
he?
I started tuning him out.
Or does he?
He
write
raps
what
a lot.
he's going through. He writes what he's going through.
No,
Like,
he
Yeah.
talks too much.
oh my
Yeah,
God.
you don't
He's
kiss and
saying
tell.
I
You're not
write what I'm
supposed
going
to
through
tell.
too,
Yeah.
but he talks too much.
He says names.
Yeah.
But doesn't he give that vibe where like he's just like a guy that just like you ever meet a guy that's just like you talk too much?
Like, you know, okay, so hold on, because you did mention
I
you guys
love
are both
this. This is the
Scorpios,
best
right?
part.
I don't feel like a female Scorpio would do that. So it's like, is that a male Scorpio thing? Like, you think so?
yeah, I've dated a couple male Scorpios. Like
And they, I'm sorry, bitch ass niggas.
they're a little sassy. They're a little sassy. They're a little sassy for
So
sure.
what is the sign for you?
my sign? None of
What-
them.
None of
All of
them.
them can stay away from me.
Really?
So guys,
Just stay
I'm
focused.
on
Yeah,
a
there you go. Stay
hiatus from
focused.
guys.
Oh, man. Oh, you're going
so
through
like a
spiritual
relationship is not
cleansing
really
right
a
now.
thing right now.
Not
for
right
you.
now. No, I'm good. I'm good. I'm good.
Damn. Well, hold on. So because of that, who broke your heart? What he did? What he did? Because it's very
we
hard
gotta-
to
we gotta
like
jump
to
over
do
there,
something like
man.
that to a Scorpio. Because you guys are very tough people. My best friend is a Scorpio, so she don't take no bullshit from nobody.
Yeah.
So who did it and what they did?
Girl, what did he not do? What did he not do?
But
But
it's you could tell us
it's
about
more
it.
so like I feel like as a Scorpio you just have trust issues from when you're born. So when somebody actually breaks your trust, it's like I don't trust none of y'all. Like, you know what I mean? Like I'm just like I don't trust anybody now because like my trust was already like I just am born not really trusting nobody all the way, but now I really don't trust y'all. Like
You guys are very loyal people.
yes.
Has there ever been a
exactly.
time where you were seeing somebody
Mhm.
and you broke up with them, but then like how successful you are now,
Mhm.
that they like kind of, yo, what's up? Yo, hey, big head, how you been?
Remember me?
I really didn't think about
Remember me?
putting somebody
Not the
on
big head.
blast right now. I really want to, but I'm not. Yeah, it was this guy who did that right in the middle of the song that I wrote. The guy I wrote Bad Decisions, we were like
The one you
Done.
wrote it for, or
about
Okay.
my ex, my last ex before that, who did me so foul, kind of similar. He wrote me like 3
He thought it was
paragraphs.
for him?
No. I mean, maybe, probably. They all think
It all fits. It fits.
they
Like,
all think that
if the shoe fits, wear it.
they're all narcissists. They all think every song I write is about them. But yeah, he wrote me like this whole essay. Mind you, we woke up like 3 years ago, like when I was still in high school, like right when I graduated, and he sent me this whole essay about how he's so sorry because he didn't choose me
Of course he
and
is.
and it was all this stuff that I was like, and I always know, I was like, he's gonna be so sorry for this because he did dirty. Like he went to prom with another girl while we were together at a different school.
You got a lot to write about.
Oh hell no.
No, literally, like we were in a full-blown relationship in the school. Like he's a football player, I was a cheerleader. It was cute. One day we're on FaceTime after school and he's getting a haircut. I'm like, what are you getting a haircut for? And he's like, oh, nothing. I'm just
that's
want to.
not
And
nice.
then the next day, prom pictures. I was like,
Wow,
this?
that's crazy. Yeah, that's
What?
crazy.
What?
That's
No.
crazy.
And that's like in our adult life, that's mad public. Like how dare you?
no,
Like,
it was so embarrassing.
Yeah.
It was so embarrassing. Like, and then the next day at school, and then he's crying, of course, crying.
What you crying for?
yeah,
They
like
always cry. I'm like,
for what?
like,
They always
you
crying.
did me dirty.
right. I'm like, can I cry? I can't even cry because it's you crying. Oh,
But I mean, the beauty in those bad situations is you probably wouldn't have been writing these kind of
Yeah.
lyrics if you didn't go through those things. So.
yeah, I'm one of the toughest soldiers
Came
over
in on
here.
It's
top.
a lesson. You had your lesson.
And he
Wait,
probably
so
been-
hold on. So what happened with
Still
the guy
crying.
after that? Because this is who we writing about.
Oh,
we wasn't
gosh.
writing about the prom guy. We was writing about the other guy after the guy.
Don't tell me he went to the prom too. Like this is crazy. This is crazy right now.
Well, I met him right when I graduated, which I saw this thing on TikTok. It was like the guy you meet when you're 18 is like the worst guy of your life. And I was like, but
Correct.
yeah.
I'm trying- now I'm
He
thinking back,
he just did a lot. He just did everything. And like he was also an artist, which is like red flag. Don't date a
So you don't
rapper.
think artists and artists should date?
I don't want to say too much
Up-and-coming
because I
artists.
might, end up with an artist.
She
later
probably
on.
got her eye on the artist right now.
But I don't know. That artist wasn't
Yeah.
right. I don't like that artist. I feel like it can go good and it could go bad, just like anything. But
Yeah,
like
yeah, that's life.
you know,
He's not established.
he signed, if that matters.
Okay.
But I mean, kind of established, I guess. We were always
Anybody
kind of
could be
like,
signed and be on the shelf
yeah.
forever.
I mean, it
I
was
get
like
it,
a
though.
big deal at the time because he was like a big signee
Yeah, yeah.
and he was like 17. It was like a big deal.
Oh, okay, perfect.
But like, I mean, I don't know. We kind of always just like, oh, we're working hard
Following our
together.
dreams.
Right,
Yeah,
right,
yeah.
Like, you know.
Motivating each other.
Yeah,
and
we
shit.
like got like a YouTube billboard together.
Oh.
And
that's
like
cool.
we're just
Yeah.
doing
So you had a
stuff.
YouTube channel?
No, it was for our song. We did a song together
Okay.
and then we got a billboard.
Damn, we gonna look
What was
through
the
your
name of the
whole
song?
Shit now.
It's
What'd you say?
Yo, how
Does
you
it
know
go-
it's right?
YouTube real quick. I just want to see
What's the
some.
name of the song again?
Man, you know, not grab.
What'd
Just
you
want to
say
see
it
what's
was?
going on.
Oh my god.
I think she's gonna make us do some homework. I don't think she's trying to tell us right now.
Oh man.
Oh my gosh.
So, all right, in all seriousness, you got possibly 5 or 7
we didn't
tracks
get
coming
to,
out.
Wait, we didn't get to the other 3 artists. So
other
she
three
said
artists.
SZN,
Oh, wait,
Drake.
yeah, we
She
got
said
Drake,
SZN,
we got
Drake, and then
SZN,
we got
we
into a
got
whole
three
nother
more.
conversation.
I'm not gonna lie. I've been listening to a lot of Whitney lately.
She got a
Really?
movie coming out
I've been
too,
listening-
right?
Yeah.
Nice.
That's crazy. I,
like
was
Whitney.
watching The Bodyguard yesterday.
Wow, really?
By
I
herself.
was literally
Whitney's-
By herself.
no, it was just on. It was on. And I was like, no, but
Oh my gosh. But yeah, Whitney, I'm gonna say Whitney right now just because Whitney was present in the past for me and now she's being like really present in my playlist right now.
What do you mean by she was present in your past?
Like my
That's her
first
era,
music.
that's her time.
Like
yeah,
growing
like
up.
growing
You're
up.
listening to
Okay.
I
her
listened to a
stuff,
lot
yeah.
of Whitney. Like my family would be like, "Oh, if you want to sing, go listen to these people." And it was
That was
like
good, yeah, that's a good
requirement, like
example.
homework, go learn.
Whitney's a crazy.
So you could hit some
blueprint.
Whitney line, like pictures.
It's so
and all
funny.
that?
I just did this song. I went to Atlanta for a couple days, and I just did this song, and everybody was laughing in the studio because they were like, "You hit a Whitney note, like you hit a Whitney note." I was like,
That's big.
maybe. I'm a soprano too, so
Nice.
I can do it.
Nice.
Yeah, no, I was listening to like prior to the interview. I'm listening. I'm like, I like her voice. Her voice is fire.
thank
Yeah, nah,
you.
it was clean. It was
Thank
like
you.
it was really
So
good.
how do you go about for preparing your voice for when you record? Do you have like a
Yeah, I have my warm up that I do. Shout out to Craig Derry. I get my I like record him, but like I usually go to him, or if I have a big show, like I opened for Melanie Fiona in Times Square
That's big.
a few months ago, so that was like a big show, and he came and we
congratulations on Times Square?
Thank
That's
you.
dope.
Congrats.
Yeah, it was crazy. That was like insane. And then so he came and we did the warm up. Like he brought his piano and like we set up, and so I'll do my warm up usually before I sing or before studio or before a show. And then just tea. I'm a tea head. Like I drink tea like
What's your
3
favorite
times
tea?
a day. Ginger tea.
Okay.
Or like I do this thing where I just like cut a lemon. I know some people are like, lemon is bad for your voice. I don't care. It's like I get a whole lemon, I cut it up, and then I just like get the lemon juice and just honey and some cayenne. That's my
Yeah.
thing.
You
Mhm.
think? What do you think that does for you?
I think
Clears
the
up all of
cayenne like opens up like
Yeah.
it's because it's like hot and like spicy a little bit, and like just like it's a little alarming to like.
I'm gonna try that. It
sinuses.
just kind of gives me like a I don't know,
Once
cayenne,
you try
lemon,
that,
and
just
honey.
Let us know how that goes, how that works out.
It sounds interesting.
It's good.
Like an
Hot
interesting
water.
taste.
It's good. I love it.
I like spicy.
It's really good.
Spicy's good.
It's like I don't know how I came up with that. I think somebody was like, "Oh, put cayenne in your tea," and then I was like, "Well, I like
You
lemon
watch a TikTok
water."
challenge.
Journey's
like,
laboratory.
let's put this
Yeah.
Like, a
together.
little bit of this, a
Cause
little
I-
bit of
Put all these
that.
together.
Boom.
Yeah, because I
This
like
works.
lemon water, and I like honey, obviously, and then I was like cayenne, so I just mix it together, and it's
So okay, so we got SZA, Drake, Whitney.
yes.
Two more.
Two more. I'm trying to think because I have so many. I listen to a lot of artists.
If you open your phone right now, what song you playing on right now?
Oh, Ray. She's a dope artist from the UK that I've been listening to a lot. I'm an R&B
Well, I never
head.
heard of it,
Yeah, I
so
gotta
now I'm
look
gonna
her
look
up.
it
Yeah,
up.
she has this really, really dope song that's been kind of like going crazy in the UK. I'm really like a UK head. Now I'm like in my UK back. Mahalia is super dope. Flo, they're a girl group in the UK. Those are all 3 like UK artists. And then
That's dope.
We gotta do some homework.
With those 3 for sure.
So how do you find music? Like, where do you stumble across music? TikTok, Spotify,
YouTube mostly.
YouTube.
Because I'm really big on like videos, like visuals and stuff. So I'm always looking for like new visuals, new content, new like visualizers, new videos. Me and my mom love doing that.
Yeah.
Like we love just like finding new artists.
this
We're
works.
like,
This
oh, what's
works. It's
that?
pretty dope.
Yeah, there's so
Yeah.
many talented people out there because
Yeah.
of YouTube and TikTok and everything. And people like when I'm DJing, they come up to me, tell me songs, and I'm like, where the hell these people find these songs at? But I guess like the internet.
Pulling up
Yeah.
YouTube and saying, "Look, here, can you
YouTube is
download
like
this song?"
crazy.
And then
Yeah.
TikTok also.
Yeah.
I find
Yeah,
some
TikTok is
songs from
big, yeah.
TikTok, especially because like I'm not on like the super trendy side of TikTok. I'm on like a
I was
little
gonna
bit
ask you
of
that.
a,
Do you do like a bunch of TikTok like dances and?
No, I don't do TikTok dances. I have this thing that I do on my TikTok that's like write a song with me in 10 minutes.
Oh, that's dope.
And it's like, you know, it's gotten some people will be like, oh, I love that. Like on the street, they'll be like, I love that song. It did in 10 minutes. I'll be like, thanks, stranger. Like, yeah, it's cool. It's like a little thing that I just like tried out. I was like, oh, I could do this because I write. I'm really big on like songwriting, so I was like, I could do this. It's light.
Have you ever wrote for anyone? Or ever
Um,
got the opportunity to sit in a session? Because I know a lot of writers,
Yeah.
and there's usually a bunch of them that sit in from. They wrote for Mariah Carey, Beyonce, Ariana Grande. Like he's written for everybody, but he's also been in a room full of writers. Like they wrote the song for them.
Yeah. Yeah, that's kind of well, I started in Atlanta. Cuz I went to school out there for a little while.
Okay.
And I was in a girl group for a little while
Why'd y'all break up?
we didn't we didn't like break up. It just kind of just like gradually like
You grew
faded.
apart.
Yeah, it just like kind of faded out, and like it was age gaps, like really big age gaps. Like the oldest was like 19 and I was like, I don't know, 14, 15.
You
and it was
can't
just
relate.
like-
You guys can't relate.
Yeah, it was just like we weren't like friends.
Yeah.
So it was just like a
Oh,
little
it was like, let me
awkward.
grab you and let's see
It
if
was
this
more
works.
like business.
Well, I replaced somebody in the group.
Oh, okay.
I replaced somebody in the group. So
Michelle,
it was,
you Michelle'd it.
Yeah, myself.
Okay.
But it was the lead of the
Heard
group.
you.
But it was
Okay.
the lead.
Oh,
So it was like also kind of awkward because I was the
stand
youngest.
behind. I got
And
this.
I was like, they were so much older than me, and it was like, okay, she's the leader. I was like, weird.
Damn.
But we
Wow.
got
They must have felt the type of way.
Yeah, they definitely did.
You was definitely like, I'm Beyonce. Y'all just need to.
it was 5 of us. It was a lot of us. So like it was, I don't know, but we got into a distribution situation, and then through that I started sitting into a lot of rooms because they took me out of the group and give me like my own sessions.
Hey,
and
listen,
stuff.
go for it.
And then they had me writing for their artists that were
Yeah.
also on the place too. So I was writing for like 25-year-olds and like, you know, a few rappers doing hooks and stuff when I was really, really young. And I was doing that with other songwriters.
Yeah.
So like I got to see like how they worked and how they did things. And it was even like sessions where it was like my session, but it was like a bunch of songwriters in there. And I don't really do stuff like that anymore where it's a whole bunch of songwriters, but I got to learn like how to make a song, like the structure, and like everybody has a different process, and like it was just, I was like a sponge a little bit. And because I was so young.
So to you, what do you think is the most important thing that makes a good record?
A hook, for sure.
The hook.
Yeah. I hear a lot of like songs that, I mean, don't get me wrong. There are some songs that I know every word to and they don't have a hook.
Yeah.
But I feel like it just depends on what you want and what you're trying to do also. But, you know, if you're really trying to just like hit it right in the middle of the target, I think you need a hook. Like you need a good hook. You need something that's going to get stuck in people's head. You need something simple. And like the verses can be as complex as you want them to be, but
Yeah.
it needs to be something in the middle of that to like sum it up, to like be like, what is this about? Like what is happening here? At least for R&B, at least. I don't want to speak too much on rap because I know that there's different rules.
Even with a rap record, I feel like a lot of rappers get singers on it with a good hook, and then it's like, okay, you better have a good verse if you want to like outshine the hook, because hello. Like a Davies, I feel like he has to have a good hook on the song. I don't know, it's not too commercial for me. For me, don't quote me. So hold on. So mom is here. A lot of times I feel like coming up in your career, you don't get the support from your friends, but you have the support of your mom. So how important is it for you to have that support system coming in from home?
Yeah, it means a lot. You know, we've been doing this together, 2-woman show for a long time, and it's been a ride. Like it's been crazy. It's been a lot of like, you know, a lot of true colors and a lot of things that we've just had to thug out, and it's good
a lot
to
of
like
friends that fell off on the way.
Yeah, a lot of things like that.
Got kicked out the car. Gotta go.
Yeah.
This is it.
Yeah. You know, even with like family sometimes it's just like, you know, a little rocky, but it's good to have that like
That push.
that push, and then that just like partner in crime, like we locked in and we just thugging it out together, you know.
Do you feel like
That's dope.
That's beautiful. Yeah.
Do you feel like that's a big reason for why you've kept yourself going?
For sure. I definitely think my mom puts a big
Shout out to
battery in
Mom
my
Dukes.
back. Yeah, shout out to mom.
Shout out to Mama Joe over here.
Yeah.
Same for that
A good
battery.
mom is very important in life.
Yeah, because
It's
even
everything.
like when I was younger and I was like, okay, like in 9th grade, I was like, okay, I want to sing. Like, my mom was like, okay, then do it. She was like, what you telling me for?
Let's get
like,
this studio
do
time.
it.
Let's make it happen.
Right. No, but like not even that. Like I had to like prove myself for a little bit that I really wanted to do it, because my mom has been in the industry for so long, and she's worked with a lot of artists.
So she knows like how this thing
So
is
you
nitty
know,
and
mom
gritty.
knows
She
like
knows what's
hard work
going on.
outweighs talent. As long as people keep working,
Exactly.
you know, they're gonna make it. So
Yes, I've learned a lot of things. I have a lot of knowledge that I'm really grateful for, with both of my parents being in the industry, and just like, even if I wasn't doing music, I'd still be an industry baby. Like I'm just.
What did mom do? Can we ask?
Yeah, she's worked with a lot of artists like Fantasia, Jordan Sparks. She did Jordan Sparks and Chris Brown, No Air.
Oh,
She wrote?
No, she A&R'd it. Yeah.
Oh,
Nice.
That's fire.
that's dope.
Yeah.
That's dope.
That's one of my favorite records. I
I know
love
you got
Chris Brown.
blacks.
Man,
for
so
that.
who would have thought you would have had such a talented baby girl that actually could sing? And that's God's work right
That's
there.
God's
Does mom
plan.
sing
That's
as well?
God's plan.
No, my dad sings. My
Okay,
dad sings.
nice.
Yeah.
Dope.
But yeah, she's worked at Rock Nation. She's just done everything. She's a goat.
Oh, mom's outside.
Yeah, she's
outside.
an OG.
Yeah. Okay, much respect.
Yeah, respect. But yeah, it was just a lot of that, like me just having to just like prove myself and prove that I really wanted to do it for a while, and like.
Yeah, because kids have hobbies, so you don't want it to just be a hobby. Like I feel you, like you definitely, even if she's your mother, I do believe that proving yourself that you wanted to do it was something that needed to be done. Because I think
for sure,
growing with it, I think you having to prove yourself. Let me say it like this: you having to prove yourself just showed that okay, you want to be invested, so I'll invest my everything I have into you. You know what I'm saying? Because it takes a lot for a person to, okay, I'm gonna put everything I got into you, because it takes away from a person. You know what I mean? And what they have going on to believe in your dream.
Yeah, exactly. She's nodding over there. She's like, yeah.
You're right.
But yeah, it's true. And I think that plays like a big role in like my drive. You know, like just having the knowledge that like it can't be casual and it can't be like a hobby and it can't be like sweet and cute and something on the side if I'm really trying to.
Yeah, that's how I feel about DJing. Like it was like.
Yeah, like do it for real. If you want to do this,
do it for real.
Yeah, like if you're gonna do it, then do it. You know.
So from what I'm getting from what you're talking about, I feel like you've been doing this damn near your whole life. Do you feel like you've had a regular upbringing as a child? Like, did you have like, you know, you went outside, you was playing, or you at home, you was just like, no, I'm focused on my career from young?
I definitely feel like high school, I didn't have a regular like high school experience at all. Like I was homeschooled for half of high school because I was it was right when I was in the girl group, and then I was doing my own thing, and they had me in the studio like every day for like 6 months. So it was just like all day, every day, like literally clock in, clock out type vibe. So, you know, it was just, I kind of just had to make a choice for a lot of my life where it was just like, I'm not going to be outside. Like even now, a lot of the people that I'm hanging around are like older than me. And like most of my friends are like in college or like, I don't know, partying for no reason, or just like I don't know, just like
partying or F your life up unless you
but
make money
then, hold
off
on.
of
But
it.
she said on her birthday, she had a lot of like grown up adults, and now that I'm speaking to you, it makes sense, like because you don't have the regular teenage. Like, I'm sorry, how old are you?
I'm 19.
Yeah,
she's a baby, so you don't have the regular like posse or whatever. You have more mom friends.
Yeah, like more
a lot of more industry friends.
Yeah, my friends couldn't even get into the club. Like they weren't old enough to get in. So it's just
listen, it's a great thing though to be hanging with people that's doing bigger things.
Yeah, for sure.
But
you got an early start.
In a lot of today's stars, I'm gonna name Michael Jackson. He was brought up like that, where he didn't really have a childhood. What does that do to your mental?
It definitely can get like lonely. I'm gonna say that with some sad, so it's not sad, but like
so it's not sad.
It definitely can get a little lonely or whatever. But like it's fine. Like sacrifice for what you want. It's all good. We good over here. But
you gotta sacrifice.
Because some people it hits them hard. Like right now, you might be okay, but later on in the long run, it might affect you mentally, emotionally.
Yeah, I mean,
we're not saying it will.
No, I'm just saying in what we've seen in the past with Lindsay Lohan, Michael Jackson.
Relationship with moms,
Yeah.
To have that, like your moms ain't beating her, like
right.
Ain't no Joe Jackson here.
No, I was watching this thing yesterday on TikTok, and it was like this. They've been finding so much stuff of like Michael Jackson talking about things that weren't super public, and it was like he like would pass out when his dad walked in the room and like throw up, and like he was so scared of him.
See, that's different.
And it's not that.
Different.
Yeah, it was. I don't know. It's just I feel like a lot of things with mental. I don't want to talk too much about mental illness, but like for me, I just have to like decide sometimes, like like how it's like affirmations, like decide I'm happy today. Like you just have to decide, because I feel like life is just perspective a lot of the time. Because even this is a weird analogy, but like somebody that's homeless could feel like they're having they could feel like they have a full life. And
I actually grew up with somebody like that.
Yeah, like
he said he wanted to be a bum, and I was like, what?
but like that,
but he was actually happy like that, and I was like, hey, listen, that's your thing. Let him
and
be
it's
happy.
just like that's his perspective to a full life, and it's just whatever you feel like
fulfills
you and
yeah.
like is what's valid to you, that's 100% fine. Like what's okay for you might not be okay for the next person.
I
and
think
vice
social
versa.
media has distracted people to who they really want to be because they see certain
real
people
life.
doing things and they're rich, just accept, but you don't know what they really going through. That's all entertainment. You know what I'm saying?
And then it's just remembering to like live real life, like go and do things in real life and like
and enjoy.
Life. Like
So anything you
real
might have missed
things.
out on in high school, are you making up for those things as you get the time to do it?
I definitely am so excited to go to the Met Gala at some point because I didn't
you
go.
got a ticket?
I didn't.
Oh my God, I didn't get a ticket yet. I ain't get a ticket yet.
All the
my
office,
gosh.
what's going on here?
No, but I didn't go. I didn't go to my prom like normally. I performed at my prom.
But you going to the Met Gala? You be
Oh,
all right.
yeah,
You
get a
did you?
chance to-
Wait,
That's
why?
fine.
So why didn't you go? Were
So
you
we gotta
like
redo a prom
heart-
for you guys here.
Hold on. Were you like heartbroken because the guy went to prom with somebody else, so you just didn't go to your own prom?
I don't remember where he was during prom. I think
You probably broke up with him.
Yeah, I think we were broken up during prom. I wasn't with him. I don't think. But they asked me to perform at prom. So
That's pretty cool.
yeah,
I
it
think
was
that's
cool, but they was kind of hating, except for the girls. The girls was hype, but like
that's dope.
some of the guys was like I feel like they were
Why
talking.
would they make it? First of all,
like,
you're a guy.
because
Why are you making
it's-
stank face?
because it's weird, like when people you go to school with are
Yeah.
seeing you like that, and then like you don't really got no real stuff going on yet, and so it's just like
They was
they're like,
hating. They was hating.
but it was just weird. And then I performed with like this other guy, like this rapper. We like had a song together and we did it together. And like it was the girls were like, oh, the song would be better without him on it. And then the guys were like, the song would be better without her on it. Like it was just like a mess. But
People always got something to say.
I wanna dress up and like
Yeah.
a dress and like cute and have a date. Like I didn't get to do that.
Met Gala, you gonna make up for that.
Yeah,
When's
exactly.
the Met Gala?
And that's huge.
It's
May.
in May. Yeah.
Oh, that's right around the
Well,
corner.
congratulations on that.
Oh, I didn't get it yet. It's manifesting.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
Yeah.
we gonna get it.
Y'all
Yeah.
thought it was for
We
yeah,
gonna
yeah.
get
I thought you was for real.
We can keep acting like it. Yeah,
Yeah.
thanks.
Let's do it.
I like it. Okay, so talking about manifestation, who is somebody in the future that you would like to work with on a record?
SZN. Oh my gosh. I would just like to I would be completely happy with just sitting in a room.
If
and
I was
watching
able
her
to
work.
call SZN
I was
right
like-
now, and what would be the first thing you say to her on the phone?
I'd be like, hi, I love you.
Is this really you?
They playing with me right now.
SZN, we need
Wait,
SZN to
SZN's
tap
been
in.
up here.
No.
Yeah, SZN's been up here. SZN
But
needs
yeah.
to tap in. You're gonna tap in with SZN.
Yeah,
Right?
I would just be, if we were in a room together, we were supposed to do a song, I'd just be like, you write it, I'll watch. You do it. Like, I'll just watch. Like, she's one of probably my favorite writers ever. Like, I feel like, because when her first album came out, I had never heard of her or anything. And my sister had, but like, I had never heard of her. And I was just like so taken aback. And it was kind of
How many people she wrote for?
Huh?
Have you noticed how many people she has
Yeah,
written for too?
yeah, she's
It's
written
crazy.
for like Beyonce and Rihanna and stuff. And it's so crazy because right before she dropped her album, I was so obsessed with the song that she wrote for Rihanna. And I was like, oh my gosh, now I get it because she wrote it. And like, I felt the same way about that song that I did about her entire album. So it just kind of made sense. I love her. I think she's really, really talented.
Well, I hope that happens for you,
Yeah, that'd be
Well,
cool.
and we'll be
Hopefully.
the first people to get the record,
It'll happen for you.
so we can spin that.
Hopefully,
all
right.
Oh, thanks,
So,
guys.
go ahead. Ask the
I asked
party
her her
starters.
craziest party. Was this your craziest party you ever been part
Oh,
of?
my craziest
No.
Oh.
Your craziest party's experience that you've been a part of, been in the corner, like seen some shit, like anything.
I don't know if I could.
Nah, this is
Say
the place
what
to
was-
say it.
Yeah.
She's like,
This
nah,
is
when
that's like-
mom
back at
said.
our shows. This is the place to say it.
Let me
Mom
just
can't
say-
wait to hear this.
Let me just say it like this. I went to this party. Well, oh my gosh. It was crazy. It was absolutely insane. It was in Brooklyn.
Shout out to
And-
Brooklyn because Blue's from Brooklyn.
Yes, I am.
Oh, okay. But yeah, it was actually insane. Like one of my friends like passed out, and it was like these two girls were like,
You can say it. You can say it. You can say it.
She had to
It's
like think
okay.
about
Oh,
that
man.
for a second.
Wait.
Like, how can I
Basically,
say this?
I don't know.
They
I
were in there
recorded it.
doing things they weren't supposed
They
to do.
were doing things they weren't supposed to do in the middle of the floor of the
Oh.
party.
Oh.
And I had
No,
like
we gotta know.
It was like a reggae fest?
no. It was
crazier?
like a ragey type of party.
Yeah.
Like a
So was it they were taking drugs,
I don't know.
or was it a sexual act?
Oh, it was like they were being like sexual.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for
Scenario's
sure.
looking for that
And
DJ.
I,
They had a threesome. They had a threesome on the
was
floor,
wild.
I
pretty
know if they
much.
booking any
It was
DJs for the next
No,
event.
I have like this video that I had like posted on my TikTok. It got taken down, but it was like my.
So they were doing it.
They were doing something.
Yeah,
They was
yeah.
doing something.
They
I
was
don't-
doing something.
But my manager
Possibly
was
it.
like standing on the speaker, like high with the party, and I was like looking at her because she was like, look, and I was like, what? And I was recording her, and she was like, look, and then I like turned the camera around, and it was like the girls doing what they were doing.
While everybody's looking
And it was
recording.
like the funniest video because she was like, oh my gosh, look. It was the funniest thing ever. But yeah, it got taken down immediately.
Shout out
But
to Brooklyn.
Shout to
Right.
Brooklyn one time.
I want to go to a
Where
party like
Brooklyn
that.
at?
Shit.
It was crazy, but it was fun. My friend came with her dog. She had her puppy, and they were like
And they
with the
was just
Henny
there.
bottle.
So even the puppy was
See,
like,
I don't
No,
know.
literally.
I got a puppy, but I don't know if I'm bringing my dog to a party like that. Like,
The
Yeah,
puppy-
we
I
partied.
will
this is one
really
of those
show y'all
Williamsburg
pictures.
parties, right? Like in Williamsburg,
Yeah.
Brooklyn. Yeah. It's got like the mixture of the crazy white people. With
Call me
Yeah.
next time you party.
It was
call me.
really like just crazy black people, though. I didn't really, it was just crazy black people.
Jeez.
It wasn't because
Yeah,
like,
Williamsburg's like they in their own world over there.
yeah, it
though.
was like a
They
little
definitely in there.
niche, like. But I feel like there's like it's like the crazy white people, and then like the normal white people, and then it's like the crazy black people in the middle. I don't know. I don't want to say that wrong,
Listen,
but
this multicultural events are great, man.
yeah, 100%.
So what's next for Journey Montana?
Just elevation. I'm really excited for these looks I've been posting for Rich Girl. I styled it myself, and I really put my foot in it. I was really, really trying to, do well with that. So, yeah, with Rich Girl, just like bring up like the fashion aspect with this song and just this rollout, and then this EP should be exciting. I feel like the songs are definitely drastically better.
You have
Yeah,
a
and that's
title
what
for
I
your
was gonna say.
EP?
Did you feel like you grew from your last project to this one?
100%. Oh my gosh, yes, so much. Yeah, a lot. I don't want to. Yeah, I love that last project, but we've grown a lot.
Okay.
We've grown a lot. The last project's in and out in my bag, on my feelings, but we've grown.
So do you have a title for this new project?
I'm thinking decisions.
Okay, and
Yeah.
that's why.
Based off what decision that you making this?
But isn't Decisions the name of the song I just quoted?
It's called Bad Decisions.
Okay,
Bad
Bad
Decisions.
Decisions. Okay.
So-
That was a bad decision.
Yeah, that was a bad decision. I feel like the song just kind of reflects. I mean, the songs in the EP are just like decisions, choices. They're about making choices. They're about, what happens after you make certain choices.
Okay.
So, yeah, it's like a play on that.
Decisions. We'll go with that for right now. Right? Dope.
Shout out to Journey Montana, man.
So let the people
guys.
know where they could find you at.
You can find me at Journey Montana, JOURNEYMONTANA on all platforms.
New song right now is
Rich Girl, go stream it. We rich in the body.
Decision. What comes out in 2 days?
Rich Girl.
Got you. Okay, let's do it.
Yes.
Shout out to Journey
Journey
Montana joining the
Montana.
party. Thank you so much for rocking with us.
Thank you.
We
Thank you
appreciate
for
your time,
having
appreciate
me.
your honesty, and we out.